Come one, come all. Everyone, welcome back to another VOD breakdown. Today we're talking about Sentinels versus GenG, man. I mean, it seems like this tale is as old as time, but they meet back up against an elimination match. Winner goes on, loser's year is over. I'm not gonna lie, this tweet here from John is cold, bro. Posting that they were voted the most overrated team at the event. I definitely think that just how big with the following is on this team, that it does kind of like doesn't make it, it's not that it's fair, but it makes sense that that they get picked. I also think it was kind of like a meme as well that people did this. I don't know how much they actually believe in it, but I have no problem admitting that I was one of the people who count Sentinels out. I really did. Their playoffs performance in VCT Americas, I was not content with the way they started this off. I was not content with. I mean, it really didn't seem like they were there. It seemed like they peaked and they are just on a slow, just downfall, just going on. But I mean, they proved everybody wrong today. So let's get into the gameplay here and really talk about how they won, what they did, what worked, what was good for them, things like that. And on top of that, what's going on with GenG, right? How is a Masters winning team, getting eliminated in a stage like this? GenG had like their little choke against Team Heretics. Now they're down here. This should be a big confidence match for them. But something that's interesting in a round like this, after you lose a pistol, is you're bought down to 0, right? No one has enough money to afford, okay, full armor here. This could be some sort of thing that they're doing, like with the Viper or something like that, some sort of economy gimmick. A 1-1-3 setup is very interesting to see against a showstopper. Usually you're going to see something like this, a 1-3-1, where the pack can flood onto either side, right? And basically what you're doing is you're kind of like letting the enemy speed up into the bomb, so you're letting the enemy use the showstopper, get in, get set up, plant the bomb, and then when they plant the bomb or the showstopper fires, you tether, nade, paranoia, run, go in. So the approach here was definitely interesting to say the least. So it looks like they're doing a little bit of a misdirection here, trying to make it seem like they're going B. Second had the opportunity to go in there with tenz blind, but the snake bite is dropped, and that's a really big cue for the pack. I don't know who spoke up there, but that's a great job on the pack to slow the round down, right? That molly is out. That is one of the two things that is really, really hard to deal with here. I'd say your other one is like the tether, but the tether nade combo was used at A. So whoever's calling this, whether it's John or the pack, slows the round down. This is a literal perfect call. Now they're going to manipulate, rotates, go around the map, and they can freely go wherever they want. There's no molly in play. There's no tether nade in play, right? We don't actually care. So John contesting the A line here, understands that they're playing for it. With that tether nade, he expects Charon or someone to be up. Really, really lackluster play from Munchkin here. I mean, look at the positioning here from Meteor. Not even remotely close to be able to break this Prowler. Not in a spot like this where he can bait him to go forward. Okay, and he can get value here. This is a play that you make when you're on an eco, not when you're on a gun round in a position to potentially let the game slip out of your hands if you get bonused. Because Sentinel's eco here is very good. 4 face there, peeking into Meteor. Trades going their way. 4v2 now. If they don't get one, if there's no discipline here, they might just have to save. tenz actually inspires Locky at a peek there. Charon left in the 1v3. They're pausing. There's no rush. There's 40 seconds. They can let the clock get low if they need to. Taking their time. Zekken's got the flank. Somebody's got water. Orb's got front sight, and they're in a really good spot where they're going to be able to run away with attack here on a great start to the first map. Sentinels were winning a lot of your, either way situations where, it could have gone either way in terms of just the way that they were shooting 2v2s, 3v3s. They were doing a good job converting these. And what's important about that at the start of a game is you just keep the econ low. So again, having them win a round like this, right, where their loss bonus goes away. If they're going to lose, right, they're only going to have 1 buy left, right? And Sentinels, again, getting the bomb down, being able to potentially cycle this economy going forward, you're going to be in a big advantage as an attacker here. So 3v3 situation here. 1 for 1. Down to 2v2. Lucky's going to get on a higher angle than Charon. Looks like a little bit of a miscommunication there or something. Charon able to put it down to a 1v1. Holding for the reposition. John in a spot. IGL and clutch buff. No good for Charon. Sentinels are at 4. And we have another one right here, right? Not some like crazy 1v1 situation here. Insane 2K here from Texture. It's a nice job. Second, great patience here, composure. Swings it back to their advantage, 3v3. Second stuck, trying to buy time. Does a good job. Tenz on the outside, pin on the bomb. Clock getting a little low here. Still time remaining. Tenz in a position, fighting on a good angle there. 2v1 now. Not even peeking with the intent to kill there. But again, another just little XVX situation converted by Sentinels. This is what you need at this level. So right now, GenG's 2 rounds are actually thrifty round wins. So in terms of the gun round department, they're on a 0% win rate, and they're in a position where they lost the pistol and the bonus. So this map is slipping very far. I always like to try to grade maps on how they're going based on if a team won or lost the pistol. So if you lost the pistol, I'd say like 3 to 4 isn't really too bad, right? At the end of the day, you're probably at an economic and an alt disadvantage the majority of the game. If you won the pistol, I'd say anything above 7 is like pretty good. Like 6 to 5, you're slipping on like more of like the average end. But at the end of the day, Sentinels are, they're getting ready to have like a really good half here. Texture, forward with the operator here. Saucy dies. With this, he instantly knows that someone else is here, right? The initiator running with his knife out. Okay, it only makes sense that Zelsis is really close. He tries to reposition, ends up slipping and falling here. Zelsis with a great trade, no pressure there. Gonna grab his orb, and they're gonna speed up and go. The reason that they're gonna speed up and go here is because Texture was doing something holding, or he's in a position holding something called a line of control. With a line of control, what you can do in the context of this is you can reinforce the other bomb sites pretty heavily, and that's what we see here. So at one point there was 3 people here, and then Meter's just trying to keep his utility alive to stop a lurk. So the speed up call is going to be here. Zekin's got another showstopper. Okay, this is again hard to deal with when you're at this big of a disadvantage. He's almost going to die to them while he's there. Notice what he's going to do with the fuse, right? A lot of lazy duelists are just going to shoot it here. They're going to shoot it there. They're going to shoot it somewhere. The time that you can get with this is very important because number one, people can't, be in the smokes or right there because you'd kill them, right? Either shooting at the last second or the smoke fading, you getting too close to the spot. So they're going to have to back up to this, like squiggly line-ish. And in that time, you can get over here. You can plant the bomb. You can get into a setup. So time is as valuable on the showstopper as it is going for a kill with it, and you need to remember that depending on the context of the situation. So it wouldn't really make sense for him on 50 HP to start jumping in this smoke and looking for a kill. He's 2 body shots away from death, right? He probably won't even be able to flick and get the rocket off. So he's going to sit, he's going to wait, corner's going to get pinged for him, he's going to shoot it last second, and he's going to do a good job being the tip of the spear. Okay, what's important that Zekin knows is that he's 70 HP with no utility left. He should be the person who's in the front. It shouldn't be someone else, okay, any of these other agents who have utility online, rechargeable utility, full HP, okay? This is your job as the duelist. So we've talked about it once, we'll talk about it again, just converting these XVXs. 4v4 here, ults online, tenz set up, Zekin to make a play there. Great first blood in this situation, not first blood in the round. Nightfall used at a man disadvantage. John forward, sits him down, great nade, sitting, waiting. Lakia takes half HP, trade comes out onto waterfall, he gets put down to 1 and he's got to leave. Sentinels are at 6. Only real thing I wanted to show in a round like this is that I've seen Lakia get a lot of hate recently for this game. First of all, it's a team game. An individual will not, lose you the game. Individuals can win you the game, but they really won't lose you the game. So again, just like look at the situation Lakia is in there. Just not even his fault dying. He's running up. He isn't even giving John sound cues, and John is just a great spam and takes him out. At the end of the day, you're gonna have games like this as a support player, even as a duelist. It happens to literally everybody. So it's important so you don't get discouraged and start playing the game differently, or just kind of like having a weak mentality. What's interesting on the pistol rounds here is we've actually seen a lot of deagles come out from players. Not a lot of people are going classic armor anymore, unless you're like forced on a roll like Omen. Paranoia Smoke, that's a $400 investment, so you need to buy armor. Okay, your Sova drone players, if they need a drone on the pistol round, it's a $400 investment, you're going to need to get armor. So the deagle has been coming out a lot. We have 4 online in a pistol round like this, and I've even seen it on other agents. We've seen one of the Chinese players on Viper buy it a lot. I forget his name off the top of my head right now, but again, a lot of people are bringing it out. I think it's a good idea. Right now, in this situation, there's two people that have armor, and it's the Omen. So not only is it going to get value, but you can kind of like abuse it, right? So first of all, you should understand, who is going to buy that armor, right? And in those situations, you might be going for like headshots. But outside of that, you should kind of know who doesn't have armor and who's going to go for an upgraded pistol. And what you can do against these people is go for a double body, right? Don't go for a headshot instantly. Almost treat it like almost like a shorty shot. Boom, boom, real quick. Pulse killing them. Obviously your body is probably like I'd say 90% of what's popping up on the screen, and then your head is a much smaller target. So if you can abuse that, it can be good. Sentinels do a good job of converting this pistol on the behalf of that strategy, and we've seen a lot of other teams incorporate it as well. It's something you should be thinking about. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go as far to say that this is a literal map or potential series losing call from whoever said this on GenG. I have no idea why you would fight in this situation. I have no idea why you would try to take A control against a team like this. Sentinels are on the bonus right now, which means that gambling is very common. It could be a 1-3-1. It could be a 4-1 where like a gamble play is happening, a lobby extension, a big trap, or a big fight over here. It can even happen on the mound. I don't understand why you wouldn't slow this round down and try to figure out what's going on instead of literally finding out by dying. So running into a 4-person setup here, Molly, nade, tether, dart, 5v3 to a 4v3. They're man up, trying to fight. Trade still going their way. They're going to sit down everybody. 10-second round like it's ranked. Sentinels are just flow stating them right now. And here we are again, even situation-ish, 3v2. Sentinels still in the textbook advantage, but at the end of the day, that can go a different direction on a different day. Sentinels just keep converting them. They can't stop, man. They're on fire. So after losing a lot of those even/advantage/disadvantage situations, okay, these random post-plant retakes, GenG are now in a spot where they can actually catch Sentinels, they can win an attacker pistol, and they can actually potentially play out a half properly with having like some eco and maybe an ult advantage. So 3v3 situation here. Munchkin with the fragment online, right? Damage has been done. 2 deagles again on each side. One of them fell earlier on, so there's only one in play over here for GenG. But again, we see that deagle heavy pistol round. Let's take a look at what we've talked about all season, or at least in terms of my breakdown videos. How aggressive and almost careless GenG are with their bodies sometimes. They just love to fight, they love to duel, they love to just dumb the game down, and this is a time where it's not really applicable. We need to see a higher echelon in terms of the way that you're thinking and what you're doing. So the tap comes through here, right? Molly on. Charon, what are you doing, right? What are you doing? Munchkin, are you calling for a peek with the Molly on the bomb? Who's going to be defusing? It's not defusable. So when the next tap comes through, absolutely I'm down for like a triple swing here on the left. That sounds good, but I mean, now we're getting back to ranked. Saucy rips his head off. Easy body shot. 3v3 to 2v3 to 2v1. Slipping, falling, knows he's one body shot. Saucy gets off early, very well played. He uses the time he has left. Sentinels are now up. This is going to be one of their 5 retakes they're going to have in the first half of this game. GenG, show us that you have discipline. Show us that you're not literally running it down like it's a scrim. I mean, oh my god. Bonus round. Look at the loadout from Sentinels, bro. 3 sheriffs and a marshal. 3 sheriffs and a marshal. Saucy, one off of his ultimate here. Just the most easily one round possible. Just slow it down. Don't run into the stack. Don't run into the gamble. Don't run into the up down. Don't run into the cheese. Like whatever it is. Just don't get gimmicked. Just slow the round down. You're in the extreme advantage. Triple ping comes through. Zekin's going to get a body shot here. Trying to peek and fight. No trade coming in just yet. Saucy in a position where he stuck his orb and got his ult. So again, like, just pick one here. Are we going to make sure that they cannot get past this line and deny that orb and then hit the bomb site? Sure, that's better, right? As long as we don't peek build, I'm fine with that. But if we're not going to do that and we're going to let him get his ult, how are we the ones who are rushed here? We're in the fucking advantage. What are we freaking out for? So now, in the man advantage here, they're going to get ready to hit the bomb site with the scaling utility. I don't know what this is. It all misses. we're not actually clearing anything because the wall's up right now. So tenz trades tries to break wingman, backing up in a corner, no utility left for him. So now they're just gonna have to push and try to kill him. Sitting, waiting. Molly's coming through. Gets a vulnerable and a radar ping. Saucy's gonna rip it. He gets one. Zelsis gets one. 2v3 now. Double light armor, double sheriff. John angling out, trying to take a fight. Nothing just yet. Gonna sit and wait for Saucy here. Recon, no Molly available. How are GenG gonna play this? They probably want to play in together just because the wall is up. Don't want to get abused by that. 2 out, 1 in. 1 going through the wall on timing. Texture panicking and fighting. Sitting, waiting. They haven't tapped the bomb yet. They have to tap the bomb. Okay, just keep peeking. You know, just keep peeking. Sure. Yep. Texture dropped to do a 1v1 here on 50 HP. He's like, what are you guys doing? And Sentinels bonus. 3 for 3 pistol, 3 for 3 bonus. This is an unwinnable match for GenG. Unwinnable. So Zekin makes a huge mistake in B main, and in a similar situation here, after Sentinels won the bonus, they're actually about to get ecoed. They're about to get punished for it. The knife confirms that Zelsis is the solo player in the bomb site. He's a killjoy. They know he's the weak side. They're going to get the bomb down. They're going to play a post plan. Okay, what do we have here? Meteor's ult is going to come online. We have 5 people online. We have a Vandal. We can drop it off to someone if we want. We can use our knives this round to secure it. We really, really, really want to win a round and punish Sentinels for making a misplay. Let's see our approach with it, right? Let's see our championship level approach here. Okay, Zelsis goes for 50-50, a little risky here. Ends up paying off. Unfortunate over anything. Surprised that he did take that fight. Anti-plant utility goes off. Stalling. Wingman's going to go down. No Molly shock in position. Boom. Huge stall here. Okay, so now with the clock ticking on the spike, right? Takes 7 seconds to defuse it. So you don't need to necessarily play for the 0-second timer. You need to play for the 6.8-second timer where you make it impossible for them to defuse, right? In terms of a post plan. So what do we have online? No mosh, no frag. We do have a swarm, and we do have orb and snakebite. Okay, so that's really, really good. Okay, that's really, really good. That's a lot of delay outside of any gun shooting, outside of any killing. We'll eventually get another knife online. Not that it's going to be, make or break, but something we can add in here. So what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? Maybe someone like Lakia, who's one off of his ultimate, who doesn't have any utility left. Maybe he can push forward in a setting like this, right? And everybody else can kind of bait him. Meteor can put his Molly on the bomb. Charon can back up, put the orb on the bomb, put the snakebite, or get ready to use the snakebite, deny the defuse, right? There's no wingman in play for Sentinels. They have to defuse it with a body.
Now the lockdown early.
So, Zelsis, greedy again, looking for a kill on someone moving around. Sees one jumping out. Now they know he's going to get detained. So for whatever reason, they're going to think that he dropped into sight, and Meteor's now Euro cloning. Okay, so that's not good. Locky is now left into the bomb site. 4v4 turn 3v4. No one's able to break his dart. Has to run away. Utility invested. He's pressured. Orb on the bomb. Defusal denied. Working nice and slow. We're out of fuel. Wall goes up. Defuse coming in. Up, down, hold. 1, 2, and 3. Merry Christmas. I mean, just disgusting. Closing out the defense half here, GenG do a good job of slowing the game down. Okay, they're working middle a little bit. It's getting value. They're going to go back into a B hit here. Just watch how easy the Sentinels retake is here. We're going to see a 3-parter. First priority, bomb site. Second priority, yellow and forward players. Third priority, B main, and then defusing the bomb. So they just dice it up and make it really easy.
They're able to pick that one up as
Fuel's kind of mismanaged here. Wall has to go down. Plant comes through. Flashes are in the air. Ult's popped. Charon's mullied out in the open. Double ping, double swing comes through, but very disadvantageous. 5v3 now, assists on both those kills. Now they're going to slow the round down in the advantage. They're going to clear out yellow. They're going to knife and see if anybody's there. They get one ping, but it's confirmed that he's bottom white, so they know that yellow's full clear. They're going to take the yellow space and use it to their advantage for the defuse. Tapping to bait out utility, bait out aggression. Slowly just pushing them further back and further back and further back. They all fall apart almost flawless. I mean, if you get the bomb down against Sentinels, it's not even an advantage anymore. It's actually better for them. That's what they want. Another 2v2 here. We've seen so many of them. Sentinels could not stop winning these situations. 2v2s, 3v3s, 4v4s. They couldn't stop. They couldn't stop. Kieran left in a position where he's been revealed. They're going to mind game him now. No smoke to use. Almost impossible. Defuse coming out. Zekrom with the backstab. Sentinels are now 4 for 4 on pistol rounds. And they're going to move up to potentially go 4 for 4 on the bonus. After Zelsis getting cleared in mid here, Sentinels are now again in the bonus in a 3v4 situation in a disadvantage. Texture 20 HP here. He ended up using his dash in mid. He tried to reposition here to where he can make a play. He's going to end up making one. On the timing that he kills tenz here, he's going to put them in the 2v4, but he's going to instantly get traded. So it's going to drop down to a 2v3. So with the bomb not even being planted yet, okay, GenG's are going to put the pressure on a little early. Meteor is completely out of the round in this context. We can wait for him. We can pause. There's no ult online that we need to deny, right? These guys are, chipped a little bit. They don't have a perfect gun. They don't have a perfect buy. We're in the advantage. Let's not, make this too hard. Kara trying to dodge the dart dies. Lakia trying to dodge the dart dies. Meteor's like, holy shit, what is wrong with you guys? Why are we just running at them? Why can we not just wait? Saucy, ADS holding, insta-kills him. Another one. 2v3 situation converted by Sentinels. They cannot stop. GenG's are winning rounds off thrifties or clutches, and that is it. Sentinels are converting every even situation. Munchkin with a potential all-time clutch here. Insane 2K there. Lineup utility kills John. Saucy falls to the headshot. Zelsis 1v1. Can Sentinels get another one?
The tap, there, the swing.
They do. Match point. To be honest with you, GenG's had no chance today in terms of the statistics. 2 for 2 on the pistols, 2 for 2 on the bonuses. 2 for 2 on the pistols, 2 for 2 on the bonuses. The amount of momentum that Sentinels had in this game, this has been one of the most one-sided momentum games I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, outside of the fact that every single person on Sentinels was firing at full cylinders. Clutches, situation conversions, ult usage, fragging in general, util in general. I mean, they could not stop. Look at the category here. 25, 19, 20 assists. Okay, over here, Munchkin higher up, mainly playing like two pretty high assist agents there. But Lakia lower, Charon lower. Okay, just pretty insane stuff to see. Okay, Zekin does a good job in the first blood category. Ends up having 40 kills here between two maps. Really good stuff. If tenz and Saucy show up like they did today, Zelsis show up like they did today, Sentinels have a chance to make a run here. But we need to see that consistency, right? Unfortunate ending to a season here for GenG's. I've been really entertained by them, even though I don't really agree with the way that they approach the game or play it. They're very good at it, and there's a reason that, they're in this position that they are, and, I'm not, or anybody else is, right? Unfortunately, didn't pay out for them today. The first deaths really got the best of them, and, I mean, again, just really didn't have a chance to play. Never won a piss around. Got bonused every single half. I mean, you're just clawing back. Again, the approaches were horrible. I won't lie. Okay, there really wasn't any discipline shown here today, but having 15 rounds and 2 maps against, a team that you're favored against and already 2-0'd once is very interesting to see. And at the end of the day, this is the game of VALORANT, man. This can show you. It should teach you. It's not about how you start. It's how you finish, right? So, don't get discouraged if things are a little tougher, going hard, a little slower than normal. At the end of the day, you keep working hard. You keep treating it with the utmost seriousness. You are going to accomplish whatever you want to do. But really excited to review the rest of these group games here and to get playoffs started. It's been really fun. I do have a lot of coaching and educational content planned that's going to be coming out soon. I'd probably say next month. I do want to spend the rest of this month focusing on champions content and things like that. But as of right now, I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in and paying attention to the videos. I hope you've enjoyed. A lot of people have been coming into the Twitch chat saying that I've been helping them rank up, which is really awesome to hear. So if you guys aren't following along on Twitch, make sure that you are. If you want to get better at the game and work with me one-on-one, join my Discord. Check out the options that I have for coaching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much again. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I got for you, though. So, T-Dog out of here. Deuces.